You've heard about OnStar for years, 25 to be more precise. Now you can get many of the safety features in the OnStar Guardian app. That's our Techstination in this episode. I'm Fred Fishkin, and with us is Laura Thornton, Director of Global Connected Services Marketing at General Motors. Thanks for joining us, Laura.
Thank you for having me, Fred.
Well, OnStar Guardian is the name of the new app for iOS and Android. Give us an overview of the features here.
Absolutely. So we launched this product earlier this year, and we have been so excited because for many years we've thought, how can we give OnStar to more people? How can we make it more accessible? And we found a way to do it through the palm of your hand. So on anyone's smartphone, you can download the OnStar Guardian app, and it allows you to take the safety and security of OnStar anywhere you go. What's really nice about this product is we've been able to work with a partner to build an algorithm that predicts a crash, right? So we know if you've been in some sort of vehicular crash, no matter what car you're in, not integrated in the car, your app and your smartphone will start to do the work, just like we do integrated in the GM vehicle. And we can tell if you've been in that crash, we can come online and actually start a voice call with the customer and get them all of the same help that we would if it was an embedded experience. So that automatic crash response built into a mobile app, pretty cool technology. We also have integrated roadside assistance, location sharing for up to 7 family members, and that extending of that location also brings the benefits of the product to the 7 family members. So one subscription and your whole network is covered with that safety and security.
Really interesting. A lot of peace of mind here. So even do all the people have to be in the same household, or if you have children who are grown, they don't have to be, they can be?
Correct. You can extend it to anyone with a code. So it could be, someone across the country. It could be a family member or a friend. The 7 people, there's no restriction as to how they can get set up.
So it seems to me that you'd want to have your phone plugged in to make sure that, it stays charged. That's one thing, because phone's not any good if the battery dies on you when you're on a trip. Because I was going to ask if this drains the battery at all faster because of the OnStar app and what it's doing.
That was something we were really concerned about early on as we started to build this product was, if it's always watching, always running and monitoring for a drive to begin or a drive to end, how can we make sure we do so in an efficient way so that we're not draining batteries? So we did a lot of testing on that. I'd say the early version of it, we were all not pleased with. And today I have it on running on my phone. I notice no difference in my power on my phone every time I get in and out of the car. Having it plugged in, or if you have Bluetooth on in your car, either way, to get that voice call to come through, or it pops onto the speaker of your phone. If it's not plugged in or hooked up to Bluetooth, it'll work that way. But having good battery health is obviously going to help make sure that we can get there no matter what.
And you don't have to be driving. You don't have to be the driver, right?
Correct. You could be the passenger, which we've built out and seen some interesting use cases of. Some of the calls that we've heard, one more recently, a father had extended it to his college-age son. He didn't have a car in college, but he knew he was going to be getting into a lot of other people's cars. And there was, unfortunately, a crash situation that his son experienced. Everyone was okay, but the fact that the son had the app gave his father all that peace of mind, and we were able to bring services and make sure they were okay.
Boy, that's really a terrific thing. And another aspect of this, and we can say it softly if you want, you don't have to be driving a GM vehicle or in a GM.
No, we will say it loudly. We do love our embedded products, right? So the things that we do for Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac owners, soon to be Hummer as well. We love it, right? And it's got a lot of capability, but the ability to be in any car, to be walking, to be on a bike even, there's a lot of extensions and places that this product can go. There's also the ability, it's not just automatic crash. You can tap a button and call an advisor. So if your help that you need is any kind of emergency situation, we can help support that. So if you're in your home or which I can come back to in a moment, or you're out walking, we can be there.
Sounds like there's a lot of potential for joggers, people who are riding bikes, et cetera, even senior safety, perhaps.
Absolutely. So we just announced last week an integration that we're working on with Amazon Alexa devices. So smart devices in your home. They currently don't have as much capability as they potentially could. And we're really happy to be able to bring a skill integration so that the Guardian app can integrate with Alexa devices. And you can say things like, hey, Alexa, I need help. And Alexa will automatically connect you into an OnStar advisor and help triage the situation and provide the same sort of support that we would in a vehicle. So that senior
really terrific. It
case
opens up new markets altogether for you.
Absolutely. We think there's a lot of potential for not only home security and safety, but people who may have different use cases in their home. Maybe they're elderly or have certain care needs that may put them higher at risk. There's a lot that we can do to help people in that situation.
Now, with vehicles, you can't do everything with this that regular OnStar embedded can do, right? Such as vehicle theft, things like that. Obviously, if the phone's not in the car, it doesn't know that the vehicle's being taken.
Correct. There are some limitations. Having that embedded product allows, stolen vehicle assistance to exist because we've got that embedded view of sensors around the car. We can do things like get closer to severity prediction, but the embedded product, we can with certainty know how serious the incident was. Based on how many sensors went off. We know how many passengers are in the car generally based on seatbelt usage. And things like navigation, the experience with the embedded product is just different. It's capable of more things. But with that in mind, the Guardian app really, for someone who owns a GM vehicle, it extends it beyond. For someone who doesn't own a GM vehicle, it's an ability to have that peace of mind anywhere. So we see both angles and benefits to both.
Is it a separate subscription for people who do have OnStar?
So if you have OnStar, it's included in your subscription. So that is no additional charge. And then again, that's sharing to up to 7 family members at no additional cost. If you pay for the subscription itself, it is $15 a month.
Are there different levels of service?
Not for the Guardian app at this point, but it's just getting started. And I think as it takes on more product capability, we're looking at different tiered pricing options or capabilities that might exist there.
Where else might you want to take this in terms of capabilities, if you can talk about it at all?
Yeah, so I can't say anything specific right now, but if you think about anywhere where someone's or something's personal safety might be in question, there's a lot of interesting, some more niche than others, use cases. But if something's moving or something needs to be protected, human, two wheels, 4 wheels, not human, there's a lot there that we could integrate with going forward.
So once you've installed the app, and again, it's called OnStar Guardian, is it then running all the time? If I'm walking, if I'm biking, or do I have to be proactive before it launches?
You don't have to do anything. We've built a very light detection in the background that's looking for, in its current state, it's looking for a drive to start or something that looks like you're in a moving vehicle. Now, I've been on my bike before and I'll see it's kind of a nice experience. It'll pop up a reminder, OnStar Guardian's here, drive detected, we're getting started. So that it's watching or it's looking out for you, but you do not have to do anything to get that started.
Really interesting. So tell us once again how people can get it and go through the user experience in setting this up.
Absolutely. So download the OnStar Guardian app. You can in both the Apple and Google stores. So the product's available in both. Once you download it, it's going to ask you for some pretty simple prompts. First, we're going to ask for your email address. And what that's going to do is look for whether you have an existing GM relationship or not. If you do, it'll head you down that path. If you don't, then we'll create a new account and get you set up. And I mean, it's a couple minutes or less, very easy, and you can get started right away.
And the billing takes place through
All within
whichever
the
app store that you have gone through?
Yes, exactly. It's
And-
actually an embedded purchase experience within the app itself.
And it's $15 a month, but if you have up to 7 people, that can be a real bargain, I suppose.
Exactly. I know I've got my my parents and my brother set up, trying to get my in-laws on there. But it's nice because I can actually, not that I'm trying to keep track of them or anything, but every so often I'll check and be like, what's dad doing today? You can see his location, know that he's taken care of. And if he needs help, I know he's just one button press away from making that possible.
So you can see where other people are and know if they're going to arrive soon or the danger. That's why you want the in-laws. So,
Yeah.
but
Are they almost here yet?
is that permission based? Can individuals say turn
Yes.
that aspect off?
Yes, permission based. In fact, my mom has hers turned off right now. And I'm like, why? What are you up to, Mom? But yes, you can turn that on and off. So that location-based service aspect of it, along with some boundary settings that you can set so that you know if someone's, getting close to home or getting close to school. You can set up alerts then as well to make sure that you've got information if you're looking for that.
Very interesting. So where can people go to get more information about OnStar Guardian?
Sure. OnStar.com has a ton of resources. Within there, you can find more about not only our GM embedded products, but also about OnStar Guardian and plans and pricing and, member stories and all that good stuff is in there, and you can see for yourself.
And I know OnStar has helped many, many people over these past 25 years. Laura Thornton, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Thank you, Fred. I appreciate it.
Now this. It takes a lot of listening to build a better radio, and that's just what the folks at C. Crane have done. Bob Crane and his crew, nestled among the rivers and tallest trees in the world in Fortuna, California, have made a habit of listening to their customers. And that's just what they've done in building the CC Skywave SSB, the Swiss Army knife of portable radios. For everyday listening to AM or FM in the yard or patio or on the nightstand, without having to drain a mobile phone battery, it's a great companion. But it is also a companion equipped for NOAA weather information and alerts that can be life-saving. You can listen to FEMA and Coast Guard transmissions too. Beyond all of that, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world. It's compact, easy to take with you, and built to last. The CC Skywave SSB. Click on the link at Techstination.com.